Hello everybody and welcome back to another ForgeCraft The Modpack with me, TechnoJock. So, we are, this episode, revisiting our tree farm. As you can see, this one is quite happily working away as fast as it possibly can go. However, I have been experiencing quite nasty frame rate drops when this has been going, and I think it's because of the way, as you can see, it chops down the trees, each block at a time, and then it makes a really loud noise. Unfortunately, it's really not keeping up with what we are doing, because it takes quite a long time to chop down the tree, as well as doing it in a manner which is causing my computer some problems, to the tune that I actually nearly ran out of power at one point. Things had got backed up and we were actually running out of steam over at the turbines, which obviously we've got 3 running but only 1 hooked up at the moment, so we're using more than we really should technically, but I want to have that sitting ready to go at a moment's notice. So I need another tree farm. Ta-da! So I've got this area kind of set out just now with an ender farming station. These ones chop down trees in all one go, so the whole tree just disappears, and it'll be a bit bigger tree farm than what we had going now. I think I've actually spaced this out incorrectly. I think I've actually counted it as 17 across. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh no, it is okay. That is fine. It should do with a... ouch. It should do with the octatic capacitor that I've got in it. 15 by 15, but because I'm doing it in the trees in 2 by 2 squares like that, then it needs to be, it'll only do 14 by 14 effectively, but that's fine. As you can see, I've put some these punji sticks all around this bit of the house, so if any slimes come bouncing up, they're going to eventually kill themselves and stop being annoying. So I need to get power over here. I can't afford to disconnect this one, take the tesseract away from there and then have this one all sorted out, because if the rate that we're going through logs just now means that we could run out of steam over there and get ourselves into trouble. So I have started making myself a tesseract, which is through here. I've also stopped feeding the node for the time being. I've turned that off just in case it's taxing the system a little bit too much. So we've got our tesseract frame here. I've also started reworking this over here, so it'll be symmetrical and look really cool. So I'm going to have another alembic on top of there, and I'm going to put on space for 4 essentially crystallizers onto the boxes and stuff there, and we'll be able to have stuff crystallizing 4 times as fast, which I think will be pretty cool. So tesseract frame, tesseract full, we've got tesseract, we need silver and bronze. Easy enough. Let's get that. 1, 2, 3 and 4 bronze, and where is it? 1, 2, 3 and 4 silver. And and then like that gives us our tesseract for power. Now one of the downsides, of course, to having the Ender IO farming station is that it does take tools and will use up the durability on tools. So I think I can get away with just having an axe in this one just now, because we are just doing trees. I think that'll be okay. Now if I put that there and put main power and energy. Right, that is full of power. Now if I go over and get some saplings, then we can see if it's gonna work out okay for that. Frames aren't too bad at the moment, but That noise as well. So, oh, and you'll notice no purple walls. Yeah, I fixed that. I swapped it out with the Minefactory Reloaded Smooth Blackstone. It would appear that any of the extra utilities black stuff other than the gravel was all showing up as purple in there, so I assume it is something to do with the black texture that that particular mod was using had become corrupted in some manner, which is always a crowd pleaser. Now I'll lock these. Is that gonna, or maybe not, maybe I shouldn't lock them. And now it's not letting me in. Has it crashed? I think I've crashed. Yep, that's not doing an awful lot now. Okay, back in a sec. Okay, I'm back, and it seems to be working again. I just logged out and logged back in again. It did take a long time to log out, but we seem to be okay just now. Let's see how we're doing. It has reached over here. It's gone over two that way, but this side seems to be a bit off. So how are we doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. Then that'll be 15, and then that's where it gives out there. Okay, so that actually is correct. I just went a little bit too far in that direction, and it's missed out one there. Why has it missed out one there? It does have some left, and it's already chopped a tree down. I didn't even notice the tree grow, and it chopped it down. So that's how quick it worked, and quietly. And it, ooh, wow, used up a lot of that hatchet. So what I need to do is I need to figure out exactly how I'm going to do this. Now I should be able to do it with, if I get a reinforced 10 hatchet or axe of some description, then it becomes indestructible. And it doesn't matter if it's particularly slow or anything, because the farming station itself handles the speed, so that should be fine. But that's only reinforced 3 when it's made out of both bits of obsidian, and it's got 3 modifiers remaining, plus the other 3 that you could put on it from upgrading the golden apple and the diamond block and a nether star. Now that would take it up to 6 modifiers, and that would only take it up to reinforced 9. So that's not going to be good enough. It needs to be reinforced 10. So I'm going to see if I can make a completely obsidian lumber axe. I've made some manual in bolts, that's why those are in there. I'll get to that in a second, because that's going to be part of my crossbow setup that I will hopefully get to later on. But yeah, we want to make this, so we're going to need 8 for that, 8 for that, 3 for that, and 3 for that. So we need 16, 21, 24. 24 obsidian. Actually, we're going to need a lot more than that, because we need obsidian plates for making the upgrades as well. So let's just get ourselves about 2 stacks. I think should probably get us a reasonable distance there. Now we are going to need to do something else, because like I say, we need a nether star for that last upgrade. So I'm not quite sure if we're going to be getting to that point. We did set up something, and I do have stuff for later on in the episode, so here's hoping we get to that point. So we need, what else? The plate as well, and the head, the axe, broadhead axe head. There we go. Now put that there, and we'll get to that in a second. So obsidian, head, plate, binding, tool rod. That's going to give us still reinforced 3. That's not going to be nearly good enough. So, what happens if we make it entirely out of paper and thaumium? Okay, paper and thaumium. I have 1 thaumium there. Let's get a bunch of paper. 6, 7, and 8 would be enough for the tool rod, the head. Then after that, 1, 2, and 3 for the binding, and for that. Now this could work differently as well depending on how we sort this out. So let's go. Yes, we'll have a broadhead axe. We'll have the paper plate. We'll have the tough rod. And not the tough rod, the binding, and then the tough rod. Now let's see how this goes in here. If we go just swap out all of this stuff, how many modifiers remaining? 7. And then with the 3 other modifiers that would give us 10. But if we do one like that, modifiers remaining 6, but it is reinforced. And then I want to get some more thaumium, so iron from here. 2, 3 for the rod, 1, 2, plus that 1, 3 for the binding, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 16. I don't know if I've actually got enough precantatio crystallized to do this, but we'll see how much is in our box over here, and you're about to see exactly how much easier life is. Right, we've only got 7, so we need 4 for that to give us 1. We need to crystallize up a bunch more, and so if we go, there we go. That is as easy as that, but we do need to get something with precantatio on it. Quick look in our big book of magic. Look through to precantatio. Shards have got it. Ooh, ender pearls have got 2. What else have they got? And greatwood logs have got it as well. So pearls, they've got a fair bit of other stuff. What about greatwood logs? Greatwood logs have got 1 and 3 arbor. Let's do it with that. Let's get a bunch of this. We can bin the arbor, really. I'm not too bothered by that. Let's put a stack in and get that going. May as well use our node since it's there. Get some more fuel for this as well. There we go, precantatio going. Excellent. Look how quickly it goes as well. This is fantastic. I'm loving having this thing now. It makes such a difference. And that, in just a second, it gives us enough for another 2. By the time we finish doing that, there we go. So, I just wanted to quickly check and see if we change out, say, the tool rod for a thaumium one in here, does that make any difference? Still 6. It does put the durability up a fair bit. Now, if we put paper, that's back up to 7, and it's thaumic, but it doesn't have reinforced 3 on it. And the problem is that we're going to have to go, so we're going to need to have that on there. Need to have that on there, because otherwise we're going to start off from nothing, aren't we? So I think that's kind of where we're at. Put the paper tough rod back on. No, I'm going to leave that there. So no, we'll do that. So let's see. And bite the bullet and do that. That takes it up to reinforced 4. Let's go and get more. Let's get rid of this. And let's get more obsidian plates made. 5, and then 6, I think, is it? 5 left. Okay. 5. Oh, it's gone up to 6. 7, 8, 9, and we need 1 modifier on it. Okay, we're going to be able to do it without having to kill the wither. That's good. That's great, in fact. So if we get a gold block and a diamond, and go gold block, diamond, extra thing, and obsidian lumbrax. Infinite chopper. Unbreakable. So now I really uh-oh. Get away. Right, let's quickly sleep through the night and see if this actually fits in our farming station, because if it doesn't, we're going to be a bit silly. Absolutely no way I'm going to get to everything else I wanted to do in this episode. We're going to get our farm sorted out, I think, but other than that, there we go, and it does work. It's chopped down a fair whack of stuff, but and it's, there we go. That's brilliant. Okay, so we've got power going in. We need to get our other ender chest set up and have some other things put in. Let's put these over into this setup here whilst we've got that. Boop, 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 boop. Give. Ow. What just hit me? Oh. Oh, you're hiding over there, are you? Oh, enjoy the sunshine. You nasty thing. Right. Okay, so now, see what I mean about the frame rate over there. Quickly let me get the bits and bobs together to automate the bottom of this thing, and we'll be back in a moment. Okay, I'm back, and I've done some quick and dirty work here underground. Let's see if I can find a way where I can get up and not end up. I don't quite understand why I'm getting all this wood appearing in my inventory, but I am. There's a huge amount sitting over there. Right, let's go and stick all of this in here. So, differences from the other setup I had over at the other tree farm. So our power is going in there, that's fine. This is all set up and these are now locked, so they're gonna the extra saplings should come out through here once it starts backing up with that, and that'll be fine. So this is coming down here and the logs are going in here on the green channel but coming out on the brown channel as well, and this is taking in on the brown channel. So this now is on the same color code as the other ender chest over another one. So this is completely full now. There is some obviously coming out presumably for the power over there, so that's fine. This has got 28 stacks already. It's ridiculously overpowered, and that's what we like to see. So what I want to do is I will go around here and fill in the outside of this with my cool black gravel. I'm just waiting for this to sort of disappear, because that shows it'll be working. Now these things can sit for a little while whilst it sort of scans up and down the rows. How long is it going to be there for? There we go, and it just disappears, poof, in a big sparkle of ender sparkles. And that's gonna be fine, and it's scooting up as it pulls out of there. That's not taking any damage at all. That does actually take a fair whack of energy, but that's fine. I can cope with that, and it's obviously just taken down another tree. I might need to put some... No, it's not backing up too much, and that's going to be fine. Right, let's go turn off the other one and see how we get on. Right, I have repaired this section again, and I have cheated outrageously because I haven't actually used logs. I've used conduit facade painted to look like logs. So yeah, that shouldn't be affected by this anymore, and yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So I've turned the node feeder back on, so it is quite happily chucking stuff away. This is actually going down a little bit with that on, so we're going to have to watch that. What I will do, I think, is I'll have to watch. Maybe I'll turn this one back on for the time being, and that way both will be able to keep up quite handily, I suspect. So let's just go and put that on just now, and I'll deal with the frame rate lag for the moment. Otherwise we're just gonna have horrible situation. It's going to be very loud for the time being, so we'll run away from that until it chops all that down. But it shouldn't be running too often now, because the other one will be keeping up as well. So whilst that one keeps going, that'll be fine. So let's put away some of this stuff that we don't need anymore. We've got loads and loads of conduit binder. I really do need to cook that up, and I'll be back in a second to go on with the final bit. Actually, I won't be going on with the final bit because we're at the final bit. It looks like it's the wrapping up point. So that's pretty good. We've managed to get that entire tree farm done in one go. I'm quite happy. Is it night time? Yeah. I'm quite happy with having managed to get that full tree farm working. Still, it's a little bit irritating that it isn't keeping up on its own. It would be nice if it was just doing it on its own, some lonesome, but that's okay. We could put bone meal into it, but then I've got to remember I'm going to put bone meal into it. We've got the other tree farm for the moment, and we're only going to need that for the length of time that we're feeding up the node. So until such times as that's done, which shouldn't take too long. I'm not going to be building the node up to being like thousands and thousands of V. I'm never going to really need that. I'm going to build it up to maybe 500 of each. See how we get on with that. And that will be fine. So next time, we didn't get on to do our crossbow, but we've got bolts already for that. Apparently the Manualin bolt with steel tip is one of the better bolts to use, so I've gone ahead and made them because I wasn't quite sure how to do that. I need to get the fletching for that, which means I need to go and find myself a slime island and get myself some blue slime leaves. So I need to do that, and as you can see, I was just about at the point for doing the wither fight as well, so we've got that to look forward to. So I think I might do the wither skeleton fight, and then make our crossbow next one. The weather fight won't take very long. I'm going to do that in an uber cheaty way, and hopefully by that stage as well we'll be able to turn off our secondary farm, and that should be fine, and that one will be keeping up with the rest of our needs and won't be quite as laggy. So I think that's a not too bad point to say cheerio and have a funs.